How's it going, guys? Can I ask you a couple of questions?
Sure, man.
Awesome, man. What do you think of this sort of thing? Animal abuse.
Right now, most likely.
If you're consuming dairy, you're paying for this sort of thing right here. What do you think about that?
I think that's not a vegan option, right?
You don't mind? You don't mind for people to exploit animals, enslave
I
them?
think they should do it in the right way. I think there's.
Is that done in the right way?
I don't know. I mean, I'm just eating it. I'm here for the good time, bro. Like something I'm gonna do is not gonna change something that happens at a mass scale. Something that.
Exactly. Shouldn't we?
So why pay for it, man?
What do you mean?
Why pay for it?
I came from Florida to Puerto Rico. I want to eat gelato in Puerto Rico. I'm not gonna.
You know,
do
there's
it.
vegan options there, by the way. But anyway, like presumably, if they were doing this sort of thing to humans,
Okay.
you wouldn't pay for it, or you would.
Why would I pay for that?
Well,
Why
same
would
reason
you
you're
pay
paying
for
for that. Like I'm
no,
just,
I wouldn't, because I have a logical brain and I. What?
I'm just asking a hypothetical question. If we were doing this to humans instead of animals,
Why would we do? That's not a fair comparison.
no,
Why would we ever be doing that
sure,
to humans
sure.
versus?
So that's the
animals?
question. Like, what's the morally significant? So you wouldn't pay for that to be done to humans, right?
No.
So my question is like, what's true of animals that if it was true of humans would justify
Everything
doing this
ha-
thing to
we
humans?
follow a food cycle.
I don't think this is justifiable.
It's
But
not
I just
justifiable.
I also don't know.
I mean, hopefully you.
I get it, guys.
actually do
No, I get what you guys are
change.
saying. Yes,
Yeah,
we
I
as the
agree.
consumers have to
I
make the
know
decision.
when I buy anything like from milks and stuff, it's generally I try getting from places that are not like that.
So I guess that's the question because we're providing a strong. We believe veganism is morally obligatory. There's no right way to exploit others or to murder others.
But I
So
don't think you should murder them.
so
Okay, I'll ask you this question. So, with this interview, what do you guys are hoping to achieve when you post this online? What do you think? the
we're just
reaction-
exploring your values.
No, but I get that. But you guys are obviously doing this for a certain agenda, right? You want to get your agenda across. I get that.
We're just defending innocent beings that are being holocausted.
You're not answering the question. When you post this, what is the reaction or revolt that you want to get out of this? And do you think it's going to make enough impact for it to from this happening? Do you think that's gonna happen?
We're just trying to
That's what I'm saying.
to
That's
make
what I'm saying.
individual
You guys are-
consumers
you
to
guys are doing these
create
interviews,
more and more
but it
people
doesn't
not paying
really
for this.
change what's really happening there.
In this conversation right here, in this debate right here, we're just exploring your values. Like that's the what
I just
all
live my
everything
values.
everything
I
they all.
live my values.
Yeah, but my
I'm a
values-
consumer.
My values don't go against your values. The thing that has to change is that, not us.
What about your actions?
Yeah, but I guess my question
what
is this:
about my actions?
the question I asked him, I asked you. So let me ask him. a
Yeah, but
question,
you can have cows.
So my question that I asked him and he avoided the question, he ran away from it. Like it was like if we hypothetically we were doing this sort of thing to humans, would you
Yeah, I
feel
wouldn't-
comfortable
No, it's not-
paying for it like in the same way you're paying for that?
I mean, but the thing is, there is no way. I mean, if you're telling me if we were killing humans to eat them,
No,
Yes,
let's say
I would
exploiting them for dairy. You're just exploiting the, intellectually disabled humans for dairy. Hypothetically, we're doing that. Would you say it would be ethical or
no, I don't think that's ethical either.
well morally permissible? Like because personally you don't see it as a moral obligation. You're paying for it. So I guess would you have that same attitude?
I'm paying for ice cream. I'm
Sure.
not paying for that.
So
You're
yeah,
paying- ice cream comes from milk.
yeah, but
Yeah, but I'm not.
Okay,
I'm
but
not paying
there's
for.
sustainable ways of doing this. There's farms that do this in a
this
sustainable
99%,
Have you had a
man.
dog?
This is
Have you guys
the
had- wait,
most
have
case.
you guys had a Have you guys had a dog?
But there's still
You
a
can
question
milk
in the
a cow
table,
and-
man. There's still
and-
before we go there, there's a question on the table. I just want to know if you want to answer the question or not.
What's up?
So the question is this: like, would you find it morally obligatory to not give your money to an industry that does this sort of thing to humans? It's just a yes, no, or I don't know question.
No, I wouldn't. I wouldn't pay for. Yeah,
You
no.
know,
Wait, but the question is this: would it be morally obligatory for you to not give your money to an industry that does this to humans?
Yeah, yeah,
Even in a humane way.
yeah. But there, yeah, but
So let's say because he said there was a humane way to do this. I'm just saying picture that humane way, but substitute humans animals for humans. Would you feel comfortable to give your money to that
we're
scenario?
talking about dairy.
This is not a comparison that
This
should
is
be
not-
compared to one another.
This is dairy.
I'm just looking for what the
You guys
morally
are saying-
significant.
you guys
Like,
are-
this
Yes.
don't mean-
Yes, this is dairy, correct? So I'm not paying to kill cows.
You are.
Well,
I'm not.
what happens to the males? The males are useless to the industry. What happens to them?
I don't know. They get eaten, but I'm not. Yes.
Yeah, they kill the males, and the females they exploit them. They enslave them for milk. What happens?
How many people are dependent on this farming as a livelihood? So do you
Well,
think
how many people were dependent of slavery, of human slavery? It's not
okay, but this
justified,
is
man.
different.
But
This is-
there's
this
still
is
a question in the table, man. There's still a question in the table. You said you wouldn't pay for humans exploitation.
food? Yeah,
No,
no.
just exploitation. They say not killed. Let's say in a quote unquote humane way, whatever.
That's what work is.
But let's say we're
So
doing
you're talking
this sort of
about
thing,
a Nazi
like
slave
in
camp, that's what you're talking about.
in selection, like
you're comparing this to a Nazi slave camp? Is what you're saying?
it's
That's not a right comparison at all,
well,
bro.
I'm asking. You said there was a human way to do this, yes?
Yes.
There's
So
a humane
imagine
way to
that
keep
humane
power.
way. Imagine that humane way, but substitute animals for humans. Would you
No,
feel
we get use
comfortable?
out of this. We don't get use out of killing other people.
Well, that's not the question. The question is, would it be
But
ethical
no,
to
but
pay for that?
No, it wouldn't be ethical, but because you would be killing the humans for no reason.
No, let's say we weren't killing them, just exploiting them, just bringing them into existence, using
that-
them like as
but we
objects
do
for
What does that
dairy.
provide
Okay,
you?
okay, okay.
This
No, no,
Let's
wait,
say,
hold on.
let's say, let's say, let's say, let's say it provided us the same thing. All else equal, just instead of cows, humans. All else equal. Would you
But
would you
we're
feel?
not killing them, right? We're exploiting them.
Let's say in
That's
this
what
in
you
this
do, that's
hypothetical,
what-
in
yes,
this
yes.
hypothetical,
Yes,
the question
in
is,
this
would you feel? Would you
I
say would
feel
it be
it's
ethical to
okay
pay for that?
To pay for people to do something and exploit them, right? Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, that's normal. That's work. That's a job. What
No,
do you
no,
do?
no,
What
no,
do you
no,
do?
no,
What do
no,
you get-
no,
what do you
no,
do for a job?
no, no, my friend, my
You're
friend.
constantly getting exploited by bosses.
My friend,
By,
the
by
hypothetical,
society.
the hypothetical,
It's how it works.
the hypothetical I want you to picture is
Do you
this.
do you have to eat or not?
The hypothetical I want you to picture is this: like we were breeding humans into existence. Let's say intellectually disabled
Are you not
humans,
gonna have
Can I
kids?
say one thing? Can I say
and
one thing, please?
enslaving them for
I'm not
milk.
gonna enslave cows.
Can I say one thing?
I don't
Exploiting
think
them.
it's
Using them as means rather than ends.
We told
No.
our values and all that stuff. Obviously, you guys have an agenda here. You guys want to get a certain point across to the people that are watching
You're
your
just
videos.
defending animals.
No, no,
man.
but that's fine.
Hey, presumably, you guys wouldn't pay for this sort of thing to be done to
You guys
humans.
have an agenda
I don't know
that
if
you
you've
guys have to
noticed,
do,
but I
that's
haven't
fine.
watched the video a single second.
Maybe
Because
you
I don't
should.
want to watch it.
Maybe you should.
Yes, I don't want
learn,
to.
because you're unaware of what happens. Because
No, I know what
they're not
happens.
killed.
I don't
You
wanna
think
watch
they're
it,
not
though.
Killed, but they
No,
are.
I know they're killed. Obviously, they're
But
killed.
you said that dairy doesn't kill cows and
My
you said that
whole point is
dairy
this, man.
doesn't know
My whole point is we
I
believe
agree
veganism
with
is morally obligatory.
I agree with you.
Can I get an idea across?
agree with whatever you guys are.
Veganism is, you guys are not vegan. It's a moral obligation to go vegan.
Now,
My friend.
I
But
care
but
about your actions.
okay, I understand that you care about my actions.
So my friend,
you're
it is
saying that
morally
I'm
obligatory to go vegan. In the same way that it would be morally obligatory not to stab humans, not to
Or
enslave
I can
humans,
bet
stuff like
some
that.
I get that.
Place that it sources
There's no way to
dairy.
justify that.
Yes, there is.
So my question,
we're the ones
the
that-
question,
Hold on,
my
hold
question
on.
that you're still running away
No,
from.
let me- hold on,
By the
let
way,
me speak.
you're
Let me
running
speak.
away from a question.
I'm gonna leave if you don't let me speak.
But there's a question on the table, man.
I don't care about.
Do you
the
wanna
question.
run away
I
from
want
the
you to-
question?
I want you to listen. You're talking to me.
No,
a lot, but I
I'm just
want you to
I'm just
listen to
interested
me.
in the
I
question
don't
that I
care.
asked.
I don't
There's a
care.
question on the table.
So
If you don't
I'm
want to answer
talking
the
to
question,
him.
we're not interested
Okay,
in this
I don't
conversation.
wanna talk
Let's
to
hear
you.
him out for a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
So basically, do you have a pet? Yes or no? Have you ever had a pet? Yes or no?
Dude, this is a red herring, man. We're talking about an animal holocaust. This is a red herring, bro.
Stop,
It's a red
But
herring.
how's that relevant?
Okay.
It's not relevant.
Let me get to.
So you admit it's not relevant,
Okay,
right?
No, stop.
What's your point? What's your point?
So you can have hens in your backyard, and have them there. And what you know what they do? They poop out eggs. Okay, you know what you
Where
do?
are you
with those
getting the
eggs?
hens from?
The eggs from?
Not the hens. Where are you getting the hens from?
They came from.
You buy them?
You buy them, right? So
Sure.
you pay for the exploitation of
No, I could
birds.
get it from a farmer who did it naturally.
Okay, so,
That's
so
still
you would be. Let me ask you this. Let's say.
Okay, so why do you guys farm? What are you guys doing to the plants?
let's
You're
say-
exploiting the plants for food, and then you're letting.
Who cares? Plants aren't sentient. Why exploit sentient beings if we can eat
It's
non-sentient
not,
beings?
It's not.
Plants are-
It's
plants are
not.
sentient.
There
And
is.
it's-
How do you define sentience?
They communicate
that's
with
alive
each
that
other.
has-
No, they
No, it's not communication.
No, they
Through
no, they
certain
do
degrees.
Plants
communicate.
react as there's the difference between intelligence and sentience. Plants do
How do
react
they-
to
how do
stimuli,
they-
like calculators
Okay,
react to
so
stimuli,
how do you-
computers.
how do you- how do you-
Consciousness, consciousness is an emergent property of brains.
Got you. No,
How do
you're
you-
saying
okay,
we should,
okay, wait, hold on,
we should
hold on,
discriminate
hold on.
against people that are intelligent versus people
No,
that are
sentient,
just there.
sentient, no,
So,
sentient.
that's-
You're
you're
saying
basically-
sentience, and
you're
you're
comparing this to
telling
humans people now.
I
us to.
said that what matters is sentience, not intelligence.
Look, it's.
I'm fine with killing intelligent plants. I'm not fine killing
That same logic
sentient
should
beings.
apply to humans then.
No, but what?
What logic?
Stop. Let me.
Your logic of intelligent plants.
It's
to
not a
sentient-
valid point.
All right,
It's
go
not the same as sentient.
Okay.
Okay, go ahead, man. Yeah.
So, what do you sentience from an animal? What are they doing? They're communicating with other animals, right? How? With noises. How do they create those noises? With electrical impulses in their brain, right? Okay, what are plants doing communicating with each other?
But
They're
the point is,
directly
the point
connected.
is, plants don't have brains.
They have-
sentience. The current scientific consensus is that consciousness,
Okay, then you have to
which
look
is
it
a subjective experience, is
Then you have to
is
look
an
it up.
emergent property. But
You have to look it up.
that's
No, you have
the
to
scientific
look it up.
consensus,
I
man.
know you're incorrect.
okay,
You have to look it
So
up.
are you saying that it's the same thing to stab a dog in the neck than eating an apple? It's the same thing?
No.
Of course, not the same thing because apples
You
aren't
think-
sentient.
You think eating an egg from a chicken that laid an egg because she's ovulating, just like women have periods.
Not even
just
the
like
egg.
women- yeah.
I agree with
It's
you
the
right now.
same-
So
it's the same
I'll
thing.
agree with him
You
right
just
now.
said
It's
the same
conditionally
thing.
vegan. It's conditionally vegan to eat an egg if there was no exploitation or rights violation. But what we're against is rights violations, exploiting
I agree with
sentient
you.
beings.
I agree with you. I 100% agree.
That's the
with
sort of thing you're paying for if
you.
you're buying that.
Okay, I'm sorry that I paid for this, but you don't have to change my opinion because my opinion is agreed with yours. You have to change the opinion of the system that's around us,
Well,
and that's all.
who's
you have to do.
economically supporting that system? It's individual consumers,
No,
right?
it's
Are you gonna
it's-
go person to person and change them like this? Or
Yes,
is there a
it's
better
not
way of
gonna
doing
work.
this, which is lobbying Congress?
You have to lobby
lobbying
Congress,
people?
not
Sure,
us.
there's many ways we could approach it, right? But
Yes, but I
but
think this approach is not.
It could start with individual consumers,
Sorry,
right?
but this
No,
is
but I
this is
agree.
the
No,
least
but-
most significant
no,
way
but
that
the
you
thing
can
is-
solve this problem.
The thing is, vegan.
Okay, so by the way, regardless of what's the more effective way, do you guys agree that it's morally obligatory to stop giving your money to this? Yes or no? Because
Yes,
the whole
yes, I agree.
proposition.
Yes. I think.
So you guys are gonna go vegan?
I think.
Because
think
I think
companies like
it
these-
affects my quality of life.
You're
Look,
giving the money.
What do you mean by that?
I have to go out of my way to go find the source, the right things.
I don't care if you don't. I don't care if they don't care. I don't care if they don't care. I'm saying these companies have to change. I don't have to change. I don't agree
So
with that.
let me ask you something. Would you guys have that same attitude in the human context? Let's say you were you were no
I would say that
my
those
friend,
things should not
Please let
happen.
me. Can I get the
I
question
don't
across?
think- I
Can I
don't-
please get the question
Go ahead.
across? Let's say hypothetically speaking, we were living in a culture where we were doing this sort of thing to humans since day one. Instead of animals here, they were humans, and you guys were in that same position where you were having that conversation with us, but you were paying for exploited humans.
Yeah.
Would you keep paying for that for the exploitation of humans because there's a top down approach that is better? We should speak with the companies, not with the individuals. Or
No,
would
but
you?
I just like this enough to the point where I am willing to look that over.
No, but
That's
if you were to equalize that to human, let's say
I don't care.
liked.
It's a simple. I don't care. You can't equalize.
So
it to
if
humans.
you did like human dairy the same way you like this dairy,
Yeah,
you
I'm
would.
gonna have a wife. I mean, I.
No,
might like
you
it.
would give
I'm
your
gonna
money
suck
to
it
the
more.
exploitation.
It's simple, bro.
I'm just
I don't
asking,
care.
would you give your money to the exploitation of human
Yes.
females in this same
No,
sort of
I
way?
wouldn't fucking do that shit because that shit's weird. That's weird with humans.
Can I say one last thing
You
and
can't.
I'll get out?
So you do have a differential attitude. So my question is this:
obviously
what's the
different.
morally significant difference between us and
They're my
them
same
that
species.
justifies doing that?
They're my same species.
Okay, so if we found beings that were not from our species but looked identical, were
So
psychologically identical to us, you would be in favor of
my
exploiting them?
species.
No, another species. Let's say they
Yeah,
were
no,
not Homo
if they were
sapiens.
my species,
They were
it would be the same
intelligent aliens. Like
Sure.
they were sapient. They
Yeah.
had human
I would-
level
I would
language.
hope that society wouldn't exploit them. That's how it is.
What about you?
No, but would you personally be comfortable giving your money to
Do you
them?
exploit dogs? Do you like dogs? Do you like cats? Do you think people?
How's that?
exploit
There's a
dogs?
question on the table,
Do you
man.
think people exploit dogs?
Are you gonna
Why
run
do
away
you
from my
still have
question?
dogs?
There's a question on the table.
I'm
You said
asking the same
he
question.
said no. He said that the morally significant difference is being from the same species.
just
I
asked
asked
you
him
the
a
same
hypothetical question. If we were doing this to intelligent aliens,
You guys were
like
doing-
sapient aliens, would you pay for that?
Can
Yeah.
I say one thing and I'll be gone?
Yeah, sure. Say it. Go ahead.
All right, sure. So this whole conversation, we both said we agree with your solution. We agree with
But
your.
you're not vegan, you don't agree with
but
us.
Let me continue.
Yeah, we're not vegan. We're
So
never gonna
yes,
be.
you guys.
You're gonna continue to pay for the exploitation of innocent beings. Look at this, gas chambers, man. You're gonna pay for that shit? Why?
No, I'm not gonna pay for
If
that.
vegan products were widely available
I'm
to
gonna
the
go to
broad
They
public,
are.
There are.
but they're
They are.
not. If they are, people will make the right conscious decision. People.
Don't look because
No,
they don't.
bro.
Okay, then it's not broadly available.
bro, you have to
If
fix
it's not
it.
broadly,
You have to fix it.
Can I ask you something,
it's
man?
marketed in a way where
Can I ask you something?
stop these dairy
Brother,
harmful
brother,
products.
can I ask you something? If all else was equal, but instead of eating animals, consuming animals, paying for their
Bro, you
for
can't
the,
compare it to humans,
my friend, that's the question I'm gonna ask him.
go
Can I
ahead.
ask him the question, please?
go ahead.
I know you like to run away from questions, but I'm gonna ask him to see if he can answer. So. All else equal, it was equally inconvenient to go vegan and everything, but you were consuming humans. Would you continue
It's
to
not
do that?
inconvenient. It's unhealthy.
So I just want to know if he wants to answer my
Comparison
question.
to humans.
literally-
is
Okay,
because
you're gonna
you
run
wanna-
away from the question,
no, 'cause
right?
You want to hit a certain ethos value in people's brains.
I'm exploring the logical consistency. It's a logical consistency test.
You're
It's a
recording
logical.
this and you want to post
It's
it.
a logical
So
consistency.
You wanna,
I'm exploring your logical
comparing
consistency.
humans to animals, so that's why you get more views, you get
look
more
at-
reactions.
So
You're
veganism,
trying to-
veganism is just a logical extension of
So
human
you have
rights.
your own agenda,
We,
I get that.
we,
No, I'm good.
Watch Dairy Scary so you learn because you don't
yeah.
seem to.
Stop exploiting others, man. Stop abusing innocent beings.
I don't exploit others. It's
You
that
do.
simple.
You're,
do.
in your hand says otherwise.
You're a hypocrite. You're a hypocrite if you continue to be like this. You're a hojla. End the animal holocaust. End the animal holocaust. End the animal holocaust. Dairy